AITA for refusing to do anything that my girlfriend wanted me to during my 2 weeks off work? I, 29 meters, have lived with my girlfriend, 32F, for just under a year. We've been seeing each other for 3 years and change. Recently I earned a promotion at my work. I've worked my butt off for this promotion for several years and have barely taken any time off. During that duration, when I found out about my promotion, and that they wouldn't actually need me for my new role for about a month, I decided to finally cash in on some of my paid time off and to take off 10 days. 14 total. From work in between my old role and my new role. When my girlfriend found out about this, she decided to go ahead and put in for the first week of my time off from her job as well, which she was granted. When I found out about this, I told her, I'm glad to be able to spend some time with you. But I just want to hang out and do nothing with my 2 weeks off. Just watch some Netflix or whatever. However, she bought paint and painting supplies for us to work on the guest room together. She also planned for us to go to her parents' cabin up north on a lake for a few days before she had to go back to work. The first week off of our vacation is coming up this week. When I found out about her plans, I told her, no. I told you that I didn't want to do anything with my 2 weeks off. Stop trying to hijack my time off. She got very upset and said that time off together will be hard to come by for several years and that I was being selfish. Especially since she was only asking me to spend one of my weeks off with her and leaving me completely free for my second. I think that she was wrong to try to take over my days off like this. Especially after I told her that I just wanted to use them to relax and do what I wanted. She thinks that I have 2 whole weeks off and that I should give her one of them since we are a couple. AITA? Info. When do you usually get stuff done like painting the guest room? Esh. Her for not respecting your boundaries. You for not trying to find a compromise or middle ground. The lake house sounds quiet, relaxing, and considerate. Are you sure you even want to be with her? If I were you, I wouldn't be surprised but worried when she no longer wants to hijack your time to spend quality time with you. Info. When do you normally do maintenance around the house? And what does being in a relationship look like to you? Esh, potentially, but YTA. From your post, neither of you are compromising and both of you are being self-centered. I think you both need to sit down and decide what you actually want and how much you want it and what compromises you are prepared to make it work. Relationship require compromise. It doesn't sound like you in particular think in terms of we, it sounds like you only think in terms of I. I don't know about your GF because we only have your side. From your side it is summed up in this sentence, I told her that I just wanted to use them to relax and do what I wanted. If you didn't want to spend time with your GF, you should have told her not to book time off or cancel it. Let's remember you GF has made sacrifices for your promotion too. All the time you could have spent doing new couple things, but you were working instead. It is not just you that has sacrificed time. You want to veg out. Your girlfriend wanted some of the time you spent together to be productive or quality. Clue for you: spending time vegging out in front of Netflix is not considered quality time spent together by most women. She thinks that I have 2 whole weeks off and that I should give her one of them since we are a couple. She is not asking you to give her one of your weeks, she is asking you to share one of your weeks and give it to your relationship, which to be fair sounds like it has been playing second fiddle to your job for years. If you want to keep this relationship, you will need to learn to compromise and invest in your relationship, or you may find that you can do exactly as you like because you won't have a GF to compromise with because she will have gone off to find someone who actually does want to spend time with her. Leaning towards YTA. When I read the title, I assumed that she put housework on you, like renovating rooms and such. But she wants to spend genuine quality time with you. I get a couple days to do nothing, but what's wrong with taking a week in a 2-week vacation to spend on a getaway, just random activities with your partner? I'd be hurt too if my partner would rather the entire 2 weeks of TV than spend some time with me. YTA. The real problem is that you are willing to go multiple years without a vacation. Which means no couples vacations either. Your girlfriend sounds like she has waited patiently to spend time with you. And when you finally get some, you won't give her any, even a weekend, of your time. For good mental health and relationships to work, you need at least several breaks a year. You sound like you need a different job. Or to be single. Yeah man. I get that she just decided to take off and make plans without discussing it. That's an asshole move, no doubt. The cabin thing sounds nice. But if you don't want to do it, that's cool. But paint the guest room? Come on man. Don't be a baby. Every single person reading this has to do some kind of home maintenance. And she took time off to help. You're being an about that. Taking time to paint a room. The guest room. I'm guessing it's not that big. During a 2-week vacation isn't asking too much. If I took off a week and my wife was going to work, I'd be cooking dinner that week. Why? Not an asshole. If you want to watch Netflix and whatever, you need to break up and live alone. Nobody in a relationship gets to do nothing for 2 full fucking weeks. YTA. Just admit it to yourself and her that you aren't into her anymore. If going on a quick lake trip for just a few short days during your 14 days off is a chore for you, then you aren't excited about her anymore. You also don't want to impress her anymore either. Just let her go. YTA. She wants to spend time with you. She wants to make your home better. She wants a romantic getaway with just you. You want to be single. You are major selfish asshole. YTA. I hope she dumps you and finds someone who appreciates her efforts less than 3. YTA. You sound exactly like an ex-boyfriend of mine who only thinks about himself and no one else. My ex never took vacation from his job. The one time he did, while we were together, he spent it working a side hustle, and we spent even less time together when he was supposed to be on vacation. The other time he took a day off. He spent it helping his parents set up their RV at a vacation spot they had for the summer. He didn't spend any time there. No cabin rental for us. He literally followed his parents, set up the RV, then turned around and drive home. We did not last as a couple at all. Are you considering taking any other time off to spend with your girlfriend besides your 2-week vacation of doing nothing? What is so wrong about the vacation home? That sounds nice, especially if it's for the 2 of you. YTA. For being in a relationship that you've clearly lost interest in. YTA. You don't have any time off in the entire time you are with your girlfriend. Then you get 2 full weeks and only want to make them about yourself. The poor girlfriend only took one of those 2 weeks off, so she wasn't asking for 14 whole days. Why are you in a relationship if you don't want to spend at least half your free time with this significant other? You offered nothing but sitting around your house watching Netflix. Not a single thing that's special or involves both of you during this obviously precious free time. More info needed. Have you taken a vacation with her in the past few years? If you've been busting your butt at work and hardly taken time off, She may have gotten excited that you were finally able to take a vacation with her. I could see myself getting excited and jumping the gun. In this same way, in her situation, I would suggest planning a vacation, even a weekend getaway, with her separately from this, so that she has something to look forward to. My dude, she's asking you to help paint a room, a couple hours worth of work, and to take a vacation with her. If you're not willing to help around the house in your time off, you're not ready for a serious committed relationship. You're not a third grader on summer break. You still have adult responsibilities when you're not at work. It's not like she's asking you to do it alone either. She took time off and she's going to help. Painting a room is not going to take more than a day at most. Don't be a baby. If you're not excited to go on a free vacation with her, are you actually even into her anymore? It sounds like she's trying to plan something romantic. You've barely taken any time off in years. So it sounds like this is your first opportunity for a vacation together. And it's free. So again, do you even like her? YTA. Don't be surprised when she breaks up with you. Okay, my friend. I can see where you're coming from. Just wanting time to yourself and taking a break. I can see that. I get it. But honestly, you have been in a committed relationship with her for 3 years, you said. And with a committed relationship comes spending time with your SO. Relationships are about loving each other and working together to make sure you both still have a spark. Ya know? It's not about just laying around and not wanting to do anything with them. I can understand a couple of lazy days, but not an entire 2 weeks of sitting in your house? I don't know. You sound almost like you don't want to be in a relationship if you don't want to even try and spend time with her when she took time off of her making money to spend it with you. She was making more of an effort than you. I believe. YTA. I'm gonna go YTA. Possibly slight ESH. You still got a week to veg on your ass and watch Netflix. I dunno about everyone else, but a week of watching Netflix and doing nothing is plenty enough. Laziness to get nicely recharged. Just personally speaking, I'm not sure I'd like to be with someone who could kill 2 whole weeks like that. And I'm still very much a type B personality kinda person. Maybe a week with a little bit of working on your shared home and a few days in a cabin, which sounds really nice, is not the worst thing to compromise on for the sake of being in a relationship. YTA. I was going to lean to everyone sucks here, but I have to wonder, given your attitude and time at work, if planning anything usually falls to her, and so she worked from default. You're living together and building a home and hopefully deepening your relationship. That doesn't work if you never spend time with her. Painting the guest room can be moved around, but the most likely you'll have to do it alone or she would. And as one of those adult things that just has to be done, the cabin sounds lovely in. Assuming it has internet, you can do nothing there together but get a nice change of pace. To be honest, I thought she was going to ask for rigorous activities. Hiking, wall climbing, renovating areas, or saddling you with extra work. But what she's asking is so low maintenance that I went with YTA. YTA. If you've been together for 3 years, you should at least be interested in spending part of your time off with her, since she already indicated that you have the second week all to yourself. Put yourself in her shoes. She's been by your side while you've worked for this promotion, and now you're blowing up at her for trying to spend some couple time with you? If the thought of spending a week of leave with your significant other is so horrible to you, you may want to really think whether you want to be in the relationship at all. I went into this expecting that she gave you a bunch of chores, but she was mostly trying to just spend quality time with you. IDK if it's an age thing, but how do you want to go 2 weeks just lounging around without seeing your GF? No judgment. I am just surprised by your priorities.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.